everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, then hi, my name is Rituja and I'm a soft skills trainer and a personal development coach. In today's video, we are going to discuss about how to master any job interview. We have a very common perception that our communication skills, our behavioral skills, our soft skills are only judged on the basis of how we answer the non-technical questions, these so-called HR questions. Like, why should I hire you? What are your greatest strengths and weaknesses? We think that only when we are answering these kind of questions, that time we are being judged on the basis of our communication skills and soft skills. But this is not the case. The truth is, from the moment you enter the interview room or you switch on your camera, your presence is being felt. From that time itself, the recruiter is aware and is scanning your body language, your communication skills, your behavioral skills, how you answer, your interpersonal skills. That is very important. Even while answering technical questions, the way you are answering the questions, the way you are structuring the questions also has a very huge impact on the basis whether you are answering the question properly or you are giving vague answers. I was researching through the various reasons why people get rejected in job interviews. I found many reasons, but I came to a conclusion with 3 core reasons. One was poor body language. The second was poor communication skills, also while answering the technical questions. That means you have the knowledge and skill set, but you're not able to portray it or show it in that particular time of your interview. There can be various reasons why this can happen. And the third reason was, which is the most important reason that needs to be tackled well before the interview, is lack of self-awareness. This is the reason why you are not able to deal with the non-technical questions that are thrown at you in the time of the interview. So it is very important to work on your self-awareness, not just a day or a week before your interview, but having sufficient time to discover your skill sets, your needs, the kind of job you want to apply, understanding the needs of the job that you are applying for. So when there is an alignment between what the recruiter wants and what you can offer as an individual, that is the time when there is a chance of you being recruited. This is very essential to understand. And your energy conveys a lot about you. It conveys whether you're willing to work with that firm, how much you know about the company, how much you know about yourself. These 3 are very important aspects that you should be looking at before even starting the preparation of a job hunt or before starting the preparation for applying for any interview in the world. So mastering these 3 questions will help you master any interview. Let's start with the easiest thing, that is your body language. Your confidence on your skills will decide whether or not a person will trust that you are value addition in their company. But there is a very good saying that says that before you win in the world, you need to win in your own eyes. And when you're not a winner in your own eyes, there is an energy that you radiating to the world that I am not good enough. You don't have to speak about it. It will come through when you are answering the technical or non-technical questions. So you have to have the winner identity already before you enter the technical interview or a non-technical interview. So how are you going to have that? You should be in a position to say that I am very good in this particular skill. The skill that you are applying for, it can be any technical or non-technical job. If you have a good skill set, if you're good at what you do, then this confidence will come. Otherwise, it's very impossible to have this confidence, and that will reflect through your body language. So you see to it that you're sitting in a powerful pose, a power pose, a good body language. Your shoulders are not hunching, where you're avoiding eye contact, where you're not answering the questions properly, where you're avoiding the questions. That shows a lack of trust. That will not help the recruiter to trust you with your skills. According to a survey, a recruiter looks at you 50% of the time while asking a question and 70% of the time while listening to your answer. That is why it is really essential to hold an eye contact. If you're having an online interview, even that time looking into the camera will portray good confidence. If I don't look at you inside the camera right now, the possibility of you listening to me and trusting what I'm saying is very, very low. So if you want to increase that probability, have a good eye contact, have a confident and a calm tone while speaking, while giving your answers. You don't need to be overburdened or stressed while sitting in an interview, because the recruiter is also a human being and not a monster. So if you're feeling nervous, or if you feel like I'm not good enough while entering the interview room because it is a high stakes situation for you, you can calm yourself down. You can take a deep breath, release everything out, release the tension out from your mouth, and remind yourself of all the good things. Remind yourself of all the strengths. Remind yourself, why are you the perfect person for this job? So that is how you deal with the self-doubt just before the interview. So when you go with this identity that I am going to add value to this company and not as a job seeker. Because when you go just as a job seeker, that will make you feel a very needy person. So you will feel very small while giving the interview. We don't want to do that. We want to go as a value addition, to serve, to help. So that attitude will come only when you feel confident with your skill set. So having your skills properly, having your body language properly, and having the attitude to add value to other person's organization is something that will differentiate you from other candidates. The second thing is having good communication skills. Now, we cannot work on our communication skills overnight or even in a week. You need to invest good amount of time in it. For that, check for the areas of improvement. Where do I lack in my communication skills? You need to see if you're not good in a particular language, because now if you're applying in the corporate sector or in the IT sector, English is a business language. And many people say that I'm not good in this language, and then they complain that I got rejected because of poor English. So when you know English is a business communication language in a particular firm that you're applying for, it is your job to see that you have a good command on that language. Nobody is expecting you to be an affluent English speaker with, the A-class pronunciations. But at least bare minimum basics you should be able to understand of the language and present that properly in the interview. So understanding the job description right will help you understand what communication skills will be required for that particular portfolio. I just gave you an example of a language. There can also be a possibility that you might be a very fast speaker or a very slow speaker, or you need some time to think, frame sentences and then speak. There can be various problems in the area of communication skills. So take a self-awareness test and find out where do you lack in terms of communication skills. If you need any help regarding this, you can shoot your small video talking about anything and send me on my Instagram, and I will help you with where do you lack in your communication skills. I will give you a feedback so that you can work on it. After that is your self-awareness. This is the most important part and the main reason why people do not answer the non-technical questions properly. These kind of non-technical questions start showing up from the beginning of your interview itself. For example, it can be framed as, tell me something about yourself, or please introduce yourself to us. Now, your self-introduction should happen in the most natural way possible. But what mistake we do is that we copy it, or we take the frame from somebody else, add our answers, filling the blanks, and then blabber it out, which feels very unnatural. Now, you can use any frame, any chronology, so many templates available online, but you rehearse it multiple times so that it comes naturally to you. For example, the introduction of this video. When I started filming videos, I was not so comfortable with introducing myself on camera because I hadn't done it before. But now when I am used to it, I have practiced my introduction multiple times, then it comes naturally to me. This doesn't feel like an unnatural situation to me. Now we are not used to introducing ourselves in a formal way that much. That is why you need to rehearse it. Rehearse it with your friends, rehearse it with your mentors who can give you a feedback whether it is sounding natural or unnatural. Your friends and family are a perfect people to give you feedback because they know how your natural tone is. The more you be genuine and natural in your interview, the more calm confidence you radiate. And calm confidence gives you a sense of power, trust, and worthiness at the same time. That is why self-awareness is important. Now, when somebody is asking you about your strengths, or The validation for your strengths can happen while asking multiple questions, like why should we hire you? What value will you add to our company? That is the indirect thing that they are asking. For that, you have to be very well versed with what all qualities you have that you can serve their company with. Not just the technical qualities, but your non-technical skills as well. Now, people have learned answers for these questions, like I'm a better team player, I can do this, that. These phrases, interviewers know what is a learned answer and what is a genuine answer. So try giving as genuine answers as you can give, because they want to recruit human beings and not robots. So no learned answers required, but rehearse your answers. Prepare your answers. Don't give vague answers that are irrelevant to the job profile. Giving vague answers or poorly structured answers don't radiate that sense of confidence in yourself. So to have that self-confidence, you first need self-awareness. That is why doing your SWOT analysis, that is your strengths, weaknesses, your opportunities, the threats, is essential for you. The strength and weakness part will help you to answer the interview questions directly. But there are many indirect questions that come to you that you will be aware of when you analyze about the opportunities that you will get in a firm, about the threats that you can face in a firm. That is essential for your own benefit. When you are confident that much with your research about a company, about research about your job profile, then you are ready. So you need to research about 3 things. First is yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, then about the job profile, and then about the company. Many companies ask you, why do you want to work in our firm? Why should we hire you? What do you know about our company? So when you're not able to answer these questions, it feels like you have come unprepared for the interview. So doing this basic preparation will put you in a position to answer majority of the non-technical questions. Don't give answers that are already present on internet, already present online, because recruiters know these things. They have been in the business for a long time. So frame your own answers, be natural about it, be genuine, be authentic, but don't be stupid. Don't overshare your personal information that much, but share what is relevant to the profile. For example, if I go to a job and I don't discuss about my communication skills, I don't tell them about the experiences where I showcased my communication skill, my team building, my framework, my curiosity, my creativity, then it won't be of that value addition to the company. When somebody is asking me, why should I hire you? The person is indirectly asking you, what unique are you going to add to my company? What is the problem that you are going to solve for me? So tell about the solution, talk about the key that will unlock their lock. So that's why you need to have that potential to give answers that they want to know about you. And that you will understand and be able to answer only when you know about yourself that much. So carry a thorough SWOT analysis. In SWOT, you can also distribute into 2 parts, your technical skills, your non-technical skills. Because both are required in today's world. If you want to ace your job interviews, both skills need to be having a good command if you are looking forward to have a bright career. All the best. If you have any more questions related to interview skills and interview etiquettes, then please let me know in the comments.